Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mediumship by Picasso. My name is Picasso Roberts, and I want to say thank you for stopping by my channel. I appreciate it. It's growing. It's growing slowly, but it is growing. And for all of those that have subscribed recently and from the beginning, thank you very much. I truly, truly appreciate it. It's hard to make it out there in this world, and it's hard to make it out there in this business, in the business of spirit communications, and being an author, and trying to sell a book and trying to give the messages where people can't physically see something. It's very hard for people to trust these things, and from people that they don't know. You don't know me, but I hope you're sticking around to get to know me. I have not been in this business for all that long. This whole, talking to spirit. Well, I've been talking to spirit for a while, but the mediumship aspect of things is something that is really important. And I didn't step into that until about 2018. And I have a lot of making up to do. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to try to get things rolling and help spirit out, help myself out, help you guys out to the best of my ability. So I don't know about you guys, but let me just tell you, this past day or so, today's better. But yesterday, what a flippin' dip. Man, I could feel that the energy was so low. And sometimes it's just really hard to be here and to be in the mess that is sometimes this life. There's just so much heaviness in the world right now, and God help our poor planet and what we've done to it, and all the stuff going on with her and us trying to ground through the earth and keep ourselves here and focused. There's just nothing easy about it. If you're feeling like you've been in a dip, you're not alone. Trust me, you are not alone. I know a lot of people going through the same shit. And it's just, sometimes it feels like trudging through the muck and, like quicksand or something. You could see the other side of it at points, and you could see the light that's shining on that other side, but you got to get through that shit first. And that was yesterday. When that happens to me, I don't know about you guys, but I go in the cave sometimes. I go in the girl cave, the chick cave, and I just get quiet. And I'll grumble at spirit, I'll grumble at God, I'll grumble at my guides, I'll grumble. And, then I wake up the next day and go, okay, let's get this shit done. Let's do what we need to do and then move on to the next thing. So I sat in a session this morning. I did some sitting in the power, bringing that power out, bringing that energy out. And it's always good to do that. I mean, I feel better when I do that. I feel better when I've grounded my energy there and then bring my power out. There's still some residual of the shit that went down yesterday. And it's nothing anybody did or said. It's nothing I did or said. It is just how it is. And it's our economic climate. It's just all of it. And I'm feeling it really strongly. Trying to hold my shit together, but I'm human, and this is what happens, when you're human. And sometimes there's a support system in the physical, and sometimes there's not. And for me, most of my life, there has not been a support system. So I count on my guides. I count on, spirit to help keep me afloat. Well, them and Jack, my cat, But anyway, so I asked this morning after I did the session, And I always do, if I'm in a funk like that, I'll do like an automatic writing. Or if I need, I'm trying to get a message out to you guys or, to people in general. After the session, I ask, what message do I give? What do I share with people who are going through the same thing that I'm going through? And here's what they said. So my eyes are going to be down, but I'm going to try to give it to you. I'm giving it to you straight, my dears. I'm giving it to you straight because this is a no BS channel. I don't pussyfoot around about stuff. I'll give it to you how I'm getting it. And, if your ears are tender, sorry, change the channel. I can't help it. So I asked, what message do I give for people who are going through the same thing that I'm going through? And they said, tell them to hang on. Tell them to hang on. It's not the end, it's the beginning. They're saying it's not the end, it's the beginning. A new way of being, a new way of thinking. You can outlast the pain if you try. You can outlast the pain if you try. Just try. That's me. I'm trying. Please let it be you. Let's try. Let's try together. Let's try to hold each other up in the shitty moments, all right? They said what you see in front of you now is like a mirage. It's not the reality. And as I say that, they're showing me the bombardment of commercials and politics and news and this party's vision and that party's vision and the inflated egos and the inflation of the cost of livings. And it is not it feels like our reality because we're living it. But what they're saying is it's not the reality, it's a moment. Now understand, spirit doesn't, in the physical, we have to deal with time and timeline and being ruled by time. When to get up and when to go to bed and when to get to work and when to come home and things like that. We're ruled by time typically. But what they're saying is it's not reality, it's a moment, it's a blip. So we can get through this. You have been lied to for so long about what's okay for you. I get this. I completely and totally get this. You have been lied to about what's okay for you. You have to decide what's okay for you. Not what the person down the street, it's okay for them. Not your relatives, what's okay for them. Not your landlords or your governors or your friggin' presidents or whatever. You have to do what's okay for you. What's okay for you. Let it be okay for you. You have been lied to so far about what's okay for you. So that means turn that mirror to yourself and figure out what's okay for you. What it's going to take for you to get through these crazy times right now. You have to decide what's going to be okay for you. It's not about what everybody else thinks. People will tell you, oh, you can't do that business. You're not this. It'll never work. You're not smart enough. You're not. Do you have education? Do you have a degree? Are you certified? Have you been tested? Are you smart enough? You know what? Piss off. That doesn't belong to you. Look inside. That's what I'm having to do as well. Look inside and see what's okay for you and see what you have to offer and see what you can give. It's up to you. It's up to me for me to be able to do that. And it's up to you. But you can't wait around and have all of these things and people and places tell you that that's what you're supposed to be doing. You have to know what you're supposed to be doing. And let it be good. Let it be for the highest good for the whole world, for the whole situation, not just for the moment. Oh, I'm on a freaking soapbox today, let me tell you. It was a rough day yesterday, so I'm making up time for that. Again, you've been lied to for so long about what's okay for you, so make it you deciding what's okay for you, not what rules and have been placed upon you. And when they showed me this in this session, they showed me this beautiful lake, but they showed me the shimmer of the water on top. And that's the distraction. That's the distraction, that shimmer of the water on top. There's a whole body of water and energy and all of that underneath that shimmer. Do you understand? It's the shimmer that's the distraction. Go to the heart of the matter. Go to what's underneath that distraction. Go to what is the foundation of that. Don't just pay attention to the shimmer. That's lipstick and rouge. That's all that is. They said, they showed me the shimmer on the water, and they showed me that that's the distraction. We all have these distractions in forms to help us get by. So sometimes the distraction is, for me, I can just go by, my experience. And if it connects with you, then that's great. But, share your experience, in the comment section below. Please get this shit off your chest. Don't hold this stuff in. You see me spewing it out. I'm spewing it out so I can change the energy of it. I'm trying to get it out so that it doesn't stay with me, and so that I can make sense of it, and so I can change the energy of that funk that was. It's really not the funk. It's really not that. I have to go to the heart of it. It's not the shimmer. The funk was the shimmer. It's what got me focused on something. But underneath is the water. That's what I want to swim in. I want to swim in that good energy that feels good, that keeps me going, that keeps you going, that keeps, people feeling good about themselves and lighthearted and having fun and doing good for each other and doing the right thing. That's what that water is, not that shimmer. Shimmer is beautiful sometimes, but it's like trying to follow a little orb in the forest. You pay attention to that, and it takes you off in places. Well, where the hell? When are you going to be able to get back? You get lost, and you get to that point where you can't focus on what it is that you need to focus on. And it's hard enough being here as it is without being distracted by the little things, by comments that people make, or by people deciding what they think is good for you, or what they think is not good for you, or what people feel like you can do or what you can't do. You know what? Screw that. Do the best that you can do, and that's all you can do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my utmost best to try to keep that vibe up and try to keep that distraction away. And I want to swim in the goodness. I want to swim in the good energy. I want to be able to do what feels good. And for me, what feels good is growing my business and growing the connection that I can help spirit with. So in serving spirit, I don't have to be in a church for that. I don't have to sit in a pew and, sing a song that doesn't make any sense to me and listen to words that don't make any sense to me. I could be right here, or I could be outside, or wherever it is that, I can connect with spirit for me and for you. The only rule is good intention and coming from a good space, coming from love, coming from a lightness in your heart, coming from a lightness in your being. It's not always about us. Sometimes it's about something bigger. I'm going to try to behave my best today. I'll get down off the soapbox. But I want you to know that for those of you who are having issues out there, financially, energetically, in relationships, if you're having difficulties communicating, if you're having difficulties, you're not alone. It's normal. It's what we're going through right now. It is just what we're going through right now. And that's all I got. That's what I'm hearing. That is because I happen to be one of those people that is I'm determined, and, I'm a workhorse, and I will work hard, and I'll do it, what needs to get done, when it needs to get done. But in the situations that we're in now, with everything that's happening energetically speaking on this planet, it's not about force. It's about doing and then stepping back. Doing and allowing Source, God, Spirit, whoever, to help you with the flow. And that's very difficult for a person like me. I do not have patience for stepping back. So it's a challenge, We're so used to, trying to scramble and get where we need to be, and, in just simply trying to survive. All I keep hearing from Spirit is that do what you're guided to do, and then step back. And then let the flow, or let the energy of what you just did get traction. And then step back. And then trust. And trust is one of the hardest things to do. It's stinking hard. I trust my people around me now. I trust Spirit. It's not easy. They just don't work out as fast as I want them to work. But it's not about me controlling the speed of the things that I want to get done. It's about the letting go and having faith that things are going to be okay. Whew, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating bullets. So today's a bit of a rant, but I want you guys to know that sometimes things really feel like they really suck. They really do. And when that happens, have a moment. We're worth being here. And before I started this recording, I gave an earful, to my peeps. My peeps are my guides, my loved ones on the other side. And I just said, listen, if I'm going to be here, you got to help me. I can't do it like this. You got to help me. Help me build the channel. Help me get the business. Help me give the messages. Help me be what I'm supposed to be and do what I'm supposed to do while I'm here. And I call that a real shit or get off the pot moment. If I'm going to be here, I need help. And I'm asking, please help me now. Those are the kind of conversations that I sometimes have with Spirit. And I'm here to tell you, it's not all rainbows and roses. Sometimes my conversations, are heated on my end, and then they help calm me down and cool my jets. And then sometimes it's just nothing but gratitude. When I get through these little blips, then I get into like, oh shit, sorry. Sorry, I didn't see that help coming, It wasn't on my time schedule. So that's just part of being human and part of being who we are. So hang in there. They're saying, tell them to hang on. So I'm passing that message. Hang on. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. It's a new beginning. It's a new way of feeling. It's a new way of looking at things. It's a new way of being. And it's not always comfortable. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can be here, you can be here. We could sit here and compare shit shows if you want. And sob stories and whine into our beer or whatever. But that's not going to do it for us. That's not going to help us out so much. Anyway. All right. That's my message for that's my soapbox rant. That's my soapbox rant for today. it was a day yesterday, and I just needed to be able to get this stuff off my chest. And after having been in the cave yesterday, and then I just want you to know that if you're feeling the same way, you're not alone. Look, I go through it too. So hang on, hang in there, do the best you can do, and, support the people around you that you can help support. Little gestures of kindness will get you a long way. It'll make you feel better about yourself at the end of the day. When sometimes you want to feel really shitty about yourself, but let it be that first hello, or let somebody go first in line, or wave to somebody. If you're passing by a homeless person, give a smile. If you don't have money to give, just give a smile, a hello, so people don't feel invisible. Everybody wants to feel like they matter, and so you matter, I matter, Jack matters. Anyway, all right, that's it for me. Don't forget to stop by my website, Mediumship by Picasso, or you can check out this YouTube channel. All the videos are recorded. They're dated. Mostly I'll do card pulls at the beginning of the week. I've got some spirit messages typically on those, and when I do this kind of stuff, I'm going to start doing some interview stuff pretty soon too. So I just have to figure out the logistics, and if there's somebody in particular that you want to hear from, I'm not opposed to asking somebody to be, who's got a name, to be a guest on my space, on my channel. If you don't ask, you don't get. So, make a suggestion, and I'll try to follow it up the best that I can. Let's see. So, my Facebook page is Mediumship by Picasso. My website is mediumshipbypicasso.com. There is a special going on this month for an intuitive read. That's a psychic or mediumship read integrated with soul chart. It's 90 minutes. I'm giving $50 off this whole month. The code for that is subscribe57. 57 is because that's my age. Tuesday. I'll be 57, and so I'm doing like a thing for the whole month of August, really. And then there's also on my website, you'll see that there's a special. If you want to do a group of 10 people or more, I'll give $50 off of that. So this is how I make my living. If you want to support me, book a read, maybe buy a read for somebody else, or book a group party or whatever. Those are a lot of fun, and it's never dull, that's for sure. So, all right, peace out, guys. Love you. Take care. Behave. We're watching. All right, ciao.